2024. My name is Rolf Trundle. I'm an MVP in Microsoft 365 and I will guide you through this quick update. First of all, we have in the full change cockpit, we have 121 changes to announce this month. This means 121 changes are rolling out this and the following month, so in September and October in Microsoft 365. 11 of these changes are regarding Copilot. So let's start with Copilot, Microsoft 365 Copilot. First of all, we have Copilot Pages. This was also announced in the Copilot Wave 2 and is already rolling out. So what is Copilot Pages? Let's say you are doing a biz chat or a Copilot chat in Teams, and then you decide you want to share the results from this chat. You just click on Edit in Pages, and then this will start a new Copilot Pages and copy the Copilot responses over to this Copilot Pages page. Because this is a new object, Copilot Pages is technically a loop component. This will enable multiplayer collaboration, so you can invite other people to work on to co-author with you on this Copilot responses in this Copilot Pages. As just mentioned, it's a loop file, a loop component, such a Copilot page, which will be stored in a SharePoint embedded container where is one per user in your tenant. And if you disabled loop, then this would also disable pages. But if you enabled loop but want to disable only pages, then you can use an apps admin center policy, create and view loop files in Microsoft 365 Copilot chat. Yes, by the way, it's called now Microsoft 365 Copilot because also during Wave 2 announcement, Copilot for Microsoft 365 was renamed to Microsoft 365 Copilot. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, next change is the Copilot dashboard and Pulse integration update. As you perhaps know, there are two survey tools inside Viva, Microsoft Viva Suite. We have Viva Pulse. Pulse is designed to do surveys within a team, so with a smaller audience. And then there is Viva Glint. Glint is designed to create surveys in the whole company. So Viva Pulse survey, if you do Viva Pulse survey results, and there are also Copilot templates in Viva Pulse to drive Copilot adoption or to check about Copilot adoption, to feel the pulse. That's why the product is called Viva Pulse. Then these survey results from Viva Pulse will be shared into the into the Copilot dashboard. Copilot dashboard is also part of Viva Insights and is the most part of it. Almost everything you need is for free. You used 2 months ago, you needed Viva Suite or Viva Insights licenses to leverage Copilot dashboard, but because Copilot dashboard is critical for adoption metrics and to measure adoption in your environment, Microsoft decided to give this for free to Microsoft 365 Copilot licensed users. So if you used Viva Pulse surveys, you can now have the sentiment results in Viva Insights or in Copilot dashboard, and you can also create new Pulse surveys directly using the button Start New Pulse Survey from Copilot dashboard. But for this integration to work, you still need the Viva Pulse license that's integrated in Viva Suite or Viva Workplace Analytics and Employee Feedback license. This one or this part isn't for free, available for free. Then, as just mentioned, Glint is the other survey tool for the whole organizations. And if you created a Copilot impact survey using the impact survey template in Glint, then these results will also be displayed in the Copilot dashboard. But to do this or for this to work, a Glint admin must select or enable the integration for send data to Viva Insights in Glint Admin Center or in Glint settings. Then Copilot Academy will be integrated for free in Viva Learning. You don't need a Viva Learning premium license for this. It's also integrated in Viva not Viva Insight, sorry for this, in the Viva Learning seeded license. This is part of all these listed licenses here, so almost everything. And if you go then to Viva Learning, you find on top of it academies. If you click on academies, you will find Microsoft Copilot Academy, where you can find free learning resources regarding Copilot. This should already be available for you. Then Outlook, sorry, I don't have a screenshot yet for this. You will be able to rewrite specific text. That's in Word as an example. It's already available. You just select some text and click on Copilot Rewrite. Now in Outlook, you only can draft a whole new email, but not rewrite a certain part of this email. Now we will be able to do this as well in Outlook directly. I assume it's only the new Outlook. I have no information about if this will be integrated into Outlook Classic as well. Then Copilot in Windows will change the integration or the entry point for Copilot in Windows itself. This was or is currently a dedicated Copilot app which is integrated in Windows itself, but this will be replaced for workers' cool accounts, for people who log in using their workers' cool accounts in the Windows 11, then this will be replaced by the Microsoft 365 app, and this app will be installed and pinned to the taskbar. The reason behind this is to use the new enterprise data protection. This was announced in ChangeCockpit last month. That's the successor of commercial data protection and is better than commercial data protection, and it's called now enterprise data protection. So this app will be, this Microsoft 365 app will then be pre-installed on Windows from timeline perspective for a non-security preview release. It's already starting on September 24th, but for regular users, it's the monthly security update for Windows 11, which will start rolling out on October the 8th. So, and then if, let's say, you want to have this experience already now, then you just use turn off Windows Copilot policy in conjunction with pin Microsoft 365 app to the taskbar, and then you have the same experience as after the rollout of this change. Then Copilot extensions, which are installed but not enabled, will now be enabled by default. These were formerly called Copilot plugins and are now Copilot extensions. So let's say you have the web add-in extension installed to get web search results in Copilot chat, then but disabled, this will now be enabled by default. Then we will have Copilot for Microsoft 365 self-service purchase options. That's where a very often discussed topic, because self-service purchase is available for many products for in tenants, let's say also for project, and self-service purchase is an option. So business users can use their credit card to purchase license for a certain product in your tenant and automatically assign these licenses to them. So let's say IT doesn't have any more licenses or didn't yet buy Copilot from Microsoft 365 and don't turn off self-service purchase for Copilot, then if someone out in the business says, now I want to try Copilot for Microsoft 365, there is no trial available, so they have to pay for it, then they have the option to do the self-service purchase using their credit card, and then they have Copilot assigned to them in your tenant. Then if you are starting the adoption, or if you have some Copilot licenses left and you don't know how to whom to assign these licenses to, then you have now in Microsoft 365 Admin Center in the Copilot usage report, you will have in there a suggested candidate experience. So this means that in the readiness section, the Microsoft will suggest candidates for Copilot enablement. So perhaps you can see there to whom you should assign a license. Then if you use the usage reports in Microsoft 365 Admin Center will now also for Copilot, then you will be also you can now also use Graph API to retrieve metrics like tenant level count of enabled users, active users, and last activity day per user regarding Copilot for Microsoft 365. Then last but not least, at the end of every workload in Change Cockpit, there can be retirements or updates to already announced changes. In this regard, we have an update to the last month enterprise data protection announcement. I mentioned it before. This during this update, I announced that enterprise data protection will be in conjunction to or in additional to the commercial data protection feature, which is currently available for a long time. Note this will actually replace enterprise data protection will replace commercial data protection, and therefore commercial data protection will be removed as a dedicated service plan. So if you used the service plan in licenses in your admin center to configure if a user has access also to the free Copilot experiences, then you can't do this anymore, because this service plan will be removed as enterprise data protection is being rolled out starting at the second half of September. That's the update to this change. For more details about enterprise data protection, you can watch the last Change Cockpit recording or Copilot edition recording. That's it for this month regarding changes of Copilot for Microsoft 365 or Microsoft 365 Copilot with the new name. The next edition will be recorded and published on October 23rd. That's the fourth Wednesday. Normally it's every third Wednesday of the month. And as mentioned at the beginning, if you want to see all the rest of the changes of the 121 changes this month, then just sign up for a free demo on changecockpit.cloud or write an email or Teams message to my email address. Then thank you for being here. Thank you for attending and again to this Copilot free edition. I wish you all a nice day. Thanks. Goodbye.